We're going to cut straight into another video now. I don't know if you remember when Bombshell, Chic and The Attic, the ladies from, came to see us earlier on today. There's a little video going into their own businesses. Over to the Bombshell Chic.
I love this lovely light and airy. It's tons of natural light, which is so important when you're certainly looking at. I'm quite particular when it comes to the shape and style because I do have certain curves. So to know that, and certainly Amanda, she's going to tell you if it works or doesn't work. She has told me on a number of occasions that that skirt does nothing for you, Gemma. You need to put that back and go with what you know. And yeah, it's a circle skirts, cinched into the waist, nice, yeah, sweetheart on the top, perfect. I feel very glamorous, and I don't think you can say that about any of usual high street shops. When you come into Bombshell Chic, there is a certain, almost, I don't want to say magic because that sounds a bit twee, but there is something in it, in here, and Amanda, where she will welcome you as part of the experience, and she will say, right, are you happy to look around, or do you need some help? And she's quite open and honest with you, and that's so important. When people are all shapes and sizes nowadays, I find, as I'm sure many other women will know, going into one shop will be a completely different experience to the other shop. You'll go in feeling quite okay with yourself and then come out feeling like you just need to go on a year-long diet and hope for the best. Whereas in here, Bombshell Chic, it's embraced. Whatever shape, size, how tall you are, how short you are, it all works, and she will always make it work for you. She might steer you to something else, but at the end of the day, she wants you to look your best, especially with the clothes. They are so versatile, so you can, yeah, wear a giant petticoat underneath, or keep it very chill and very, yeah, it's very versatile. It is the glamour. It's harking back to vintage golden age of Hollywood. It's when femininity was just gold and goddess and all of the Marilyns. That's what I not aspire to, but that's where I look to, because I have got curves and I have got boobs. So to know that there are styles that cater for, yeah, the hourglass figure still is wonderful. It's a very prestigious, unique, welcoming, lovely environment to actually learn about your body shape, learn about what styles suit you by an impartial person, not your other half saying, oh yeah, no, that you look like a whatever. Amanda will be the one to tell you exactly what suits, what doesn't, and you'll go away feeling, I've picked the perfect dress for this particular event. And yeah, you'll go away feeling $1 million. Yeah, Amanda is Amanda. She will just brighten up the room. Yeah, when you're having a rubbish day, she will always make time for you. Regardless if the shop is bursting with people, she will always come over and make sure that, hi, how are you? Do you need anything? Can I help with anything? And she just makes you feel welcome. And that's so important, especially when we're looking at the post-lockdown era of customer service, coming in and knowing that you're going to get the service that you want to. And then maintaining that customer service throughout the entire process, even after. I know that there is a shop that is very local, very welcoming, that I can go in and say, does this suit me? Do you know if anyone else is wearing this particular dress? And if she knows that someone else is going to the same event that I am, and she will say, well, I know so-and-so is wearing that dress, so why don't you go for something else? And the worst thing in the world is to walk into a do and there's someone else in your dress. It's just heartbreaking. So that's a nice little, strawberry sundae on top kind of thing, because she makes sure that you do look your absolute best.
Well, we know that people's lives, even before the coronavirus, are changing. They make decisions with much shorter space of time. Many times it's a second marriage or children are involved. So with those kind of things, the lead times for bridal wear has always been between 3, 4, 6 months on occasions. And that's a really long time to plan in advance for people. Also, weddings going abroad, they want to be able to travel with it. And people want to express their personality. Everybody has an individual style. So to try and find yourself shoehorned into a certain taste doesn't really work for us. When we put it all together, we landed up with a collection that we wanted to make basically what we call a canvas dress. This is Chloe's wearing over here, which is an interlining. We use an interlining that's really good quality. We use a lining that's a good quality that'll keep its body when you're traveling with it and during the day that you're wearing it. And we have various accessories that can express your personality, whether it's a different belt or stole, bolero, different style veil, headpieces. And you can really bring together what suits you for not only your day and maybe change it for the evening, but also what suits you and your personality. And our lead times can be as short as 2 weeks, which is great for people that manage to get a cruise or manage to get a holiday abroad that they want to combine into their wedding. So we found that's been really successful. We've got a canvas dress for most styles, most lengths. Chloe's wearing a shorter version at the moment. We've got a few, but we do have long, full-length versions of them. Some of them you could put an over skirt on, so you've got a bit more volume because you want to have more presence when you arrive, but you don't want to be, bundled in it the whole evening, and you want to be able to party. I think all kinds of people. I think generally speaking, it tends to be people that are more confident because you're going to be able to get bits of yourself and your personality and your taste. You could have that as an accessory, let's say red, with red shoes, or you could decide you're going to go with a monochrome theme, with all black and white. All of that gives you the capacity for that kind of change. They're all made in the UK. They're actually not made very far from Bombshell Chic. We have a really good relationship. Amanda was one of my brides many years ago, and we've just really liked working together, and I think we've found reasons to perpetuate that working relationship. So from that point of view, it's been really good. And just literally, they're small orders. We're not a big organisation, but we can handle a certain amount of work. And they start from about 400 for the canvas dresses, and they go up to close on 800. And then as you accessorize them, obviously each accessory is priced accordingly. We use flawless crystals on ours, which is a high quality crystal, which is really got a fantastic sheen to it. The AB crystals particularly, but also the flat pearls work really well. And they work well from the point of view is that they can carry, their reflection coefficient is really good for lighting. So for your photography, that kind of thing, it works really well. I think because Amanda gives great service. She takes everything personally to heart. I worked with her as a bride, and I know how important she knows your wedding day is and how perfect she wants it to be. So there's no way she's not going to be dedicated to making sure you have the day that you want, as far as her aspect of it goes. And she's got a good eye for detail, and she doesn't compromise. Belts is obviously a big thing, especially with the retro styling at the moment, but also overskirts. We've got lots of overskirts which go over some of the longer dresses. We've got stoles, we've got lots of boleros, and obviously the detailing and the fine tuning of that makes a difference. And veils. Amanda's a big veil fan. I love it. I really believe in it because I think I've always been one of those people that sort of fits in the niche part of taste bracket. So you could never find exactly what you wanted. You sort of like the top of one thing and the skirt of another thing, but you'd like to put the two together so that you can feel like it's yours. We're working with people like that, and that's the great part of it. And we like seeing their own personalities emerge as well. Because as they're discovering themselves, they try on various accessories, and then they start going, oh yeah, no, that's more me. I mean, last time you wore this, we had different accessories, didn't we? For the first, yeah, and that looked very different to what it looks today.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, the gold's really brought out your colouring, whereas the last time we had day,
wasn't it?
yes, more silver toned, and so that was different as well. They can either make an appointment or just drop by. Christchurch is a great place for a good morning shopping. Have a bit of a nose around. Pop in, explain what you need, explain what kind of wedding you're having. I mean, definitely your kind of wedding makes a difference. If you're on a cruise ship or if you're abroad and there's stairs, that's another issue. Are you in a marquee? Is it going to be winter, summer? We've got definitely fake fur trim outfits that are coming, accessories for the winter. So yeah, come in, make an appointment. If you don't know what your needs are, we'll help you find them. We'll define them for you. This is one of those classic 1950s canvas dresses, which we call the Carina Dress, and it's got a really nice little full petticoat, which has some femininity to it. We've used it with the simple neckline, so it suits most shaped faces. Obviously, if you're going with a retro look and pearls, that looks really good with it. It's a nice softness. We've done this with a little bit of colour to match the shoes. Just pick up what's on the shoes, and also then something a little bit different, a bit more fun, with a coloured veil, which we've put crystals on. Well, I think different people have different requirements. A lot of people want to change their look during the evening so that they don't have so many photos all wearing exactly the same thing. They perhaps want their outfit to evolve over time. So there's an option with that. You could either take the petticoat out so it's not quite so full and so heavy, remove the veil, but we also have an overskirt for this particular dress, which we'd like to demonstrate if that's possible, and we'll show you with a change of veil. So we're using this as an example where we've done a georgette overskirt with obviously some flawless crystals on it, which adds a little bit of twinkle. We've gone with the retro bow, which suits really well, and then also highlighted it with a slightly different veil that's got a slightly different length, and then with a matching bow. So I don't know if you want to give us a twirl.
Got into modelling through Bombshell Chic. So my granddad, bless him, brought me in for basically to get a wedding dress, and a dress for a wedding. And we met Amanda, and she was like to me, "Do you want to try on this outfit?" She goes, "That looks perfect on you. How would you feel about doing a vintage event for me?" And I went, "That's great. That sounds amazing. Let's do it." And yeah, we've gone from there really. I've done quite a few events with Amanda, but the shop itself is just this absolute haven. It's amazing. You have all these really quirky, beautiful accessories, these gorgeous dresses, and their own brand just keeps getting better and better. It started out with the amazing Hayley dress, I believe, and it's just grown from there. And honestly, every time I come in, I'm amazed. It's absolutely beautiful, all of their stuff. I'll be honest, it's just really nostalgic for me. My family had kind of made me watch a lot of old movies growing up, so whenever I kind of see the Audrey Hepburn, Marilyn Monroe look, I don't know, and it sounds massive cliche, however, I absolutely love it. It just makes me feel really glamorous, it makes me feel really, really dressed up and beautiful. I don't really get that from a kind of modern look, so really vintage for me, it just makes me feel elevated and really, really special. Because Amanda, I think actually it's all about Amanda, because Amanda kind of makes you come in and she will straight away kind of size you up to see what really is going to suit you, and she'll actually direct you to it. You don't get that kind of customer service in a normal shop. So from that point of view, it's just so easy. And also she kind of caters to every size. So when I come in, I can find something like these capri pants, this shirt, and it's form-fitting, and it fits me perfectly. I don't have to worry about thinking, oh, is this, I'm gonna have to try on 6 different sizes just to try and find something. I know a lot of women get that. You go to a different shop, you'll be an 8, in another shop you'll be a 10 or a 12. Amanda's kind of, all her outfits run true to size, so I think that's really important for me, obviously, because I'm very, very small, very short. I'll be honest, I just feel really, really, really comfortable, and you feel really beautiful in it, especially Amanda's own brand. It's fantastic. Like I said earlier, they just keep getting better and better, and I've been walking around the shop today going, oh my gosh, I could buy all of this, to be honest. There's nothing in here that would make me think I wouldn't wear that. I'd wear all of it just because it's so gorgeous. So I think she kind of goes with the seasons, really, with all the fashion seasons, but for me, she really does kind of get those colours on point. for me especially, when it comes to Christmas, I'm all about the kind of reds, all the kind of beautiful Christmassy vibe, and she gets that spot on every time. When it comes to autumn, fall kind of outfits, the patterns for her, she always gets such beautiful patterns in, and I think summery dresses, oh, they're so gorgeous every year. Every year I just come and go, oh my gosh, what do I want to buy this time? I've had that dress since I first met Amanda about 3 years ago, and she saw me in it, she goes, like, oh, you're still wearing that? I'm like, absolutely, it's beautiful, and also it's so, the quality of the clothing, it just means you couldn't throw it away. It never rips, it never tears, you never have to repair it. She chooses such quality brands, and her own brand itself is such good quality that I could be wearing that dress for 3 years and I'll keep wearing it until I have to not wear it anymore, until I outgrow it. But I love it, honestly. Whenever I get married, whenever that may be, I think I've already said to her that she's going to have to fit me out completely, but maybe not in that dress, because I've worn that dress about 10 times now. But no, it's, again, they cater to everybody, those dresses. They are absolutely stunning. And when I put it on, I just think, oh my gosh, I really could get married in this. And I think that's so important. You can visualise yourself walking down the aisle in it. And I think you do feel so special in them. And I think that is so important. I'd honestly say for the customer service as well, because until you meet Amanda, she will make you feel so comfortable. She will actually take you and physically go, I think this would look really great on you. And she's always right. I've never ever put anything on and gone, oh God, no, that doesn't suit me. She really understands her customers and her client. She really does. And she will, as well as having such beautiful dresses, I think, the owner really makes the shop, and she really does. You will never have a bad experience with Amanda, but she's always so honest with you. And I think that is so important, that you have to feel comfortable, and she does that for you, absolutely. And like I said, I came in here to buy a dress for my granddad, and not only has she helped me get into the kind of more vintage scene, but she's actually, she's become a friend because of how much of a lovely person she is and how beautiful her shop is as well. I think it's an absolutely amazing shop. I love it. Keep coming back. She can't get rid of me.